Good day, ma'am. So today I will explain about the normal distribution and its properties, and also how to use the empirical rule in solving criminology-related problems. So first, let's discuss about what is the normal distribution. So the normal distribution is a continuous frequency distribution of an infinite range. It is a descriptive model that describes real-world situation. Next, let's discuss the 7 properties of the normal distribution. First, it is asymmetry. It is symmetry because the right side and the left side have the equal percentage or number. Next is mean, median, mode are equal. So it means that the mean, median, mode are aligned in the center, which is this line. Next is the bell-shaped curve. So the normal distribution have a bell-shaped curve, which is this. So the standard deviation and the mean will give the bell-shaped curve shape. Next is the asymptotic nature. Asymptotic nature means that the both tails from negative and the positive are not touched by the x-axis. Next is defined by the mean and standard deviation. So it means that the mean determines the peak or the height of the normal distribution, while the standard deviation will give the spread or dispersion of the normal distribution, which is the more the standard deviation, the wider the normal distribution is. Up next is the empirical rule. So the empirical rule is the 68, 95, and 99.7 rule, which means that the first standard deviation will represent the 68% of the data, while the standard deviation will represent the 95%, and the third is the 99.7%. The last properties is the unimodal, which means that the normal distribution has only one peak, which is this. And now I will explain how to apply the empirical rule in solving criminology-related problem. So here we have the problem of the average police response time in a city is 8 minutes with a standard deviation of 2 minutes. Let's put first the standard deviation and also the mean. Okay. So the standard deviation is 2. So if you are going to put the standard deviation to the right, so we must add the mean of 2. Number of 2. So 8. 10, 12, and 14. And the left, we will minus the mean of from the standard deviation of 2. So 6, 4, and 2. And now we have the first problem. What percent of responses occur within 4 minutes to 12 minutes? But first, let's apply the empirical rule. So first, here in the first standard deviation, we must divide the 68% from the left side to the right side. So 68 divided by 2 is 34. Then the second standard deviation is 95. So the number there to reach 95 is 27. So 27 divided by 2, which is 13.5. Then the third standard deviation is 99.7. So 95 to 99.7 is 4.7. So let's divide the 4.7. So we have 2.35. Then to complete the 100% of this normal distribution, we must minus 100% to 99.7, which is 0.30%. So let's divide 0.30% to put to the left and the right standard deviation. So we have 0.15. Then let's proceed to the answer this first question. So what percent of responses occur between 4 and 12 minutes? So from here, 4 to 12, we add the corresponding percentage here inside of 4 and 12. So 34 plus 34 is 68, while 13.5 5, the third point 5 is 27. So the total of that is 95%. So the percentage responses offered between 4 and 12 is 95%. Here in next question is what percent of responses occur over 10 minutes. So here 10 minutes, it says that it's over, so let's move to the right from the last standard deviation. So let's add the 13.5, 2.35 and 0.15. So the total percentage is 16%. So the percentage responses over 10 minutes is 16%. Here in last question is what percent of responses occur less than 4 minutes. So let's identify the minutes here, so which is 4. Then it says that it is less than, so we move to the left. So let's add the 2.35 and 0.15, which is 2.50. 2.50%. And that's all. And that's how you apply the empirical rule in solving criminology-related problem. Thank you.